a time, not too long ago, there lived an old man by the name of Joe. Joe made dolls of all shapes and sizes. Some wore coats and some wore disguises. They ranged in colors from black to white and came in all sizes from heavy to light. There were some that were simple and some could light up. Others would talk and never shut up. Each doll was different, no two were the same, and every doll had its own name. Roger resembled a star football player, and William looked a lot like the mayor. Bertha was short, a bit round and quite plain, while Jenny was pretty and destined for fame. Joel sold the dolls in a small red brick store. 12 hours a day people came through the door. Folks bought the dolls for kids, sisters, and brothers. Needless to say, some sold better than others. The boys liked the ones that held knives and ray guns. The doll with the long hair and long puffy dress is usually the one that the girls liked the best. Some people collected one of each kind. Others had one special figure in mind. One day a girl, who was unlike the rest, came in to pick out the doll she liked the best. She would randomly pick out a doll from the pile. Keeping her eyes closed, she would hold it a while. Then, ever so careful, she'd put that doll back and pick up another doll from the rack. Joe watched the girl as she held Annie, then Nick, secretly wondering which doll she would pick. Then she picked up a doll no one handled before, not noticing the face or the clothes that it wore. The doll had loose seams and was missing a leg, and the clothes that it wore were made out of a rag. The hair on the doll was like the hair of a clown, and the face of the doll bore an unpleasant frown. This doll was about as worn as they came. It was the only doll that did not have a name. But as this girl held it, she knew, without doubt, that this was the doll she'd been dreaming about. Joe rang up the doll, and when he was done, the total came to $371. As she gave him the money, she said, "It's too bad. The doll that I want has a face that's so sad." "What made you pick her? She looks such a dread. Why didn't you choose one with a smile instead?" The girl looked up at Joe and said, "I just bet. I know why this doll is so very upset." She sat on the shelf, being the best she could be, but an ugly old doll was all people could see. Since no one would hold her, they never found out. It's not the outside, but the inside that counts. Joe was impressed by this little girl. She's one of those people who sees rocks as pearls. She was unlike the rest, and what set her apart was instead of her eyes, this girl saw with her heart.
So our big question was, do appearances determine strength in others' eyes? And basically it's about, do people judge you on how you look? And appearances can be things besides just how you look. It can be your hobbies and what you do and all the other stuff that people see on the outside. So being music students, we all understand that oftentimes music students are judged because of the fact that they're music students and not because of who they actually are. So that was why it was really kind of important to us to talk about this, I guess. So basically, we looked at the pages from Wikipedia and Stanford, and they had a bunch of different things that were defining what identity was. It said, basically, this is paraphrasing, of course, but it says it is what defines you and shows who you are, is your relationship with others, the connections you have made to others, a unique combination of traits and features that are yours and yours alone. It's your appearance, your state of mind, how you see things, and how you see yourself. Basically, it's anything that has had an impact on you and on your life. So, putting this all together, it helped us to get a broader idea of the different views of what identity is, and that's why we put what we did on the side. So, that was what our research was, and that's what
We read the short story Flight Patterns as well, as many of you did. And it was a man who was a traveler and had business always out of state. So he's always in the riding planes and taking flights. And he would always get stopped for random checks. And they're never, they're called random, but he would always get stopped because of his race as an Indian. And he talks about how unfair and unjust that is. And he gets in a taxi cab to go to the airport one morning after leaving his wife and daughter at their house. And at first he doesn't quite believe he can trust the taxi man. He's just like, whatever. And then as the story goes on, the taxi cab driver shares his hardship he has gone through. So it really tells you that you just can't judge people from the outside. You have to look at what's inside that counts. And for the Indian education, everybody saw Alexi as their race, or as his race first. They didn't like yeah. And they judged him as inferior because he was Indian, and they didn't like look underneath, they just looked at his race. And so we concluded that yes, while people do judge you on what you appear to be, that doesn't matter so much as if they take the time to get to know you more. And if they're willing to change their judgment, then it isn't as much of an issue, because everyone judges each other, and will judge based on ethnicity, like in Indian education and flight patterns. And they judge you based on how you look and how you act and how you live. That's how people get to know each other